I returned to Cooper Hill. Cooper Hill, St. George, Grenada. Cooper Hill with its cobbled stones as if set in place by those who constructed the ancient pyramids. Cooper Hill, where Grenadians who don't know how to mako can get ample practice. Just go to the top of the hill and peep. You might even see a fish or two jumping in the water on the Caradage, and you might see the birds we call the scissor steel birds high above the water. Don't peep harder. You might spy somebody horning you. And one can observe the firemen hard at work playing dominoes in the fire station. Yes, my brother, at Cooper Hill, one does not need a fancy watch because there are church clocks staring right at you from across the pond. For those who could not see the church clock, good souls years ago, like Mr. Teddy, used to ring the church bell to let us know that it was noon. And women back then took a break from listening to the soap opera None So Blind on their radio to make sure that they had food prepared for the youngsters on their midday school break. The burning pot sometimes pulled them away from the contagious radio episode. Cooper Hill, the place where a doctor got so drunk when he made it into a road. He made a shortcut through the stony track, driving his car from on top the hill to the bottom. And people heard that bang, bang, bang coming down and wondered if another Hurricane Janet had struck. But it was only the doctor driving down his new road. Cooper Hill was a place where Prime Minister Eric Gary used to send the workers, they call them travel workers, to clean the bush between the stones. You know, Prime Minister Gary was always big on beautification. Loved to see the place beautiful. And all the workers did was eat and old talk, just like any true Grenadian. But my mother and other women on Cooper Hill made friends with these women, mostly women, who came from various parts of the country. Now, by the time the workers reached halfway up the hill, the grass was already growing between the stones near Mr. R.C.P. Moore's house. Mr. R.C.P. Moore was the speaker of the house. The grass was already growing there again, and they were ready to start all over again, and the government was ready to pay again. You think Grenadians stupid? Cooper Hill had my very good friend, the great Junior the Visigoth, who sat under the mango tree, Miss Teresita's mango tree, until the spot got smooth as a bowlie. I saw him in Grenada, where he now lives, and the people call him a very unflattering name now, but he's my friend. I will never call him that. My good friend. I always look him up when I visit Grenada. Always do so. Cooper Hill and the cussing. Boy, when women started to cuss on Cooper Hill, everybody had to duck. We got to know all the women who stole peas in the market. We got to know the man who was still pee in bed, big man pee in bed. There is a saying, words is wind, but those four-letter words, we should call them sailor words, boy, those words could have knocked down Satan. And a great part of the custom was over politics, just like today on Facebook. A great part was over politics. That never changed. Once a fella who was a GNP, you know, the man took down his pants and he opened up his, how they call it, for a woman who was a gay, right? He went to the extreme, eh? Now, God made Cooper Hill so Grenadians could exercise. You're playing, you want to exercise? Well, you exercise too much, and you end up in another hill called Cemetery Hill. I'll tell you this, you could not eat biscuit and macaroni and make it up that hill easily. No. Boy, it called for stamina derived from a proper diet of yam, dasheen, saltfish, sea moss. Mobby, you could roast the saltfish on a coal pot if you could find one and then throw some sweet oil. Well, we call it sweet oil back then. Sweet oil. And then you are ready to climb Cooper Hill with ease and in style. Cooper Hill was the spot where a man came back from Cuba and he found the refuge after confronting Elijah Bless. That's Daddy Ojas. Elijah Bless, a female devil rooted deep into Grenadian and Caribbean folklore. And when he saw her cow foot, boy, he ran so fast. They say that his ears grazed the ground when he turned a corner. And the wind he broke when he ran killed two of Miss Cynthia's chickens. So Gilby's mango tree stood near Cooper Hill, but boy, Miss Teresita, the mango tree was the sweeter of the mango, sweetest of all the mangoes. I had respect for that mango tree. Boy, sometimes I felt like crying when people call that mango a knockabout mango. My special mango, they call it knockabout mango. Tin mango, they call it knockabout mango. Well, a fella used to pretend that he did not pick up the mango, yeah? He got up one morning, early in the morning, thinking that Miss Teresita was asleep. And as soon as he picked up the first one, her window flew open and she poked her head out the janitor's house. Well, he put on the mango and pretended he was tying his shoelace. You see, he used to cut style on the mango, and Miss Teresita didn't like that at all. She don't want anybody, cut style on her mango. Cooper Hill was noted for the heavy downpour during the rainy season. And when the showers fell and water started to rush down the drain on Cooper Hill, one just waited until it subsided a little to sail the little wooden boats we had as children. And then, oh, the memories of rain flies coming out in numbers and circling around the kerosene lamps. Those kerosene lamps had the famous words. I'm sure some of you remember the words. Home, sweet home, written on the lampshade. And of course, when they enter the house, people back then used to say, God bless the home. Cooper Hill, where we used to bus shortcut to Marisho pasture to eat damsel and suck Governor plums. They once put a watchman there to prevent us from engaging in our delight, and he hailed from Manjaloo. Well, we nicknamed him Brother Watchies. He was an Adventist and a good watchman who did not fall asleep on the job like the other watchmen. But he saw me once in the skin up tree. I had to jump over his head and run back to the confines of Cooper Hill. I was safe in the confines of Cooper Hill. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook and other social media friends, Facebook is special. It is special like so many other places in Grenada. And one thing you have to say about me, when I go to Grenada, I go all over the place. All over. I'm in town, I'm in country. Bring the whole of Grenada to you. Pandy Beach, of course, is special. And I always refer to the old man, Mr. Marisho, who used to look at me as I ran on the sand of Pandy Beach, and the way he used to shout, "God bless!" He is dead, passed away, but his wonderful words still ring a sweet note in my ears. So I say to you, God bless. Anthony Wendell de Riggs, from my book, Recollections of an Island Man. And now let me share a little poem where Cooper Hill is mentioned. Another Grenadian night. A loud, solitary bark disturbed the darkness still. A dog kept nightly watch, howling from Cooper Hill. I stirred from slumber deep, my ears became well tuned. The silence abruptly pierced and put me on my feet. I peered through windows nigh, and I beheld the heavens far, as myriad dazzling lights dotted the Spice Isle sky. And suddenly rain descended swift, pounded fierce on galvanized roof. The frog sprang quick to life. Cling, cling, my soul it lift. The wind whispered in the trees as it blew gently by. Drops softly pattered off the callaloo leaves with ease. Relaxed, calm once more, I drifted back to sleep, a blissful peace within, a pleasant night, and a peaceful dream in store, a dream that made me feel happy. Anthony Wendell de Riggs. I say to you again, God bless. We are here on this earth for a very short time. And when we kick the bucket, few, very few, will remember us. And our names will pop up once in a while. Someone might just say, boy, you know Teresa, she was a very, very good seamstress, or a very good cook. And then they go on to another topic. So just live your life and be happy. Enjoy the days that God has given you on this earth. Anthony Wendell de Riggs.